we're just gonna start out every
that was a
podcast
bad
episode
one,
now.
but yeah. Let's start with this.
Alright, so what do we name this podcast?
Okay, guys. So we're doing a live think session here because we do not have a name for this podcast. So, Matt the Bat podcast. I have no idea why I thought of that. Totally have no idea.
There's no Matt the Bat poster over there.
I
That's
swear
annoying.
there's no. Okay, no. We're Mark the Shark podcast.
Oh, Gorilla Podcast.
Nah.
Wait, what if we name this podcast Gorilla Cast?
Oh, Gorilla Cast, yeah. Okay, guys, so welcome to Gorilla Cast episode.
Alright, let's actually, should we name it Gorilla Cast?
That's a really good idea, actually. I feel like it's original. So.
And if we find out that there is already a Gorilla Cast name already being used, then what we're probably gonna do is name it to Monkey Cast or Pod Really.
Pod really? Nah. We'll think of other ideas if it's taken.
Yeah. Whatever the title of this video is, that's gonna be the podcast. We also don't even know what channel we're posting this to. It could be mine. It could be Jerry's. Could be both. It could be
custom.
a different channel that we make.
Probably different. That's the best I would say, because there's no way to fully split it up.
Yeah.
If we
then I'll probably advertise this on a long form video, or like every long form video, or maybe I'll do my final short because I am going to be quitting doing shorts for at least a little while, unless it's just re-uploads of long forms. Because I do not really like how on shorts, whenever you make shorts, you get free subscribers and viewers, but they do not help build your community whatsoever. They're just like there, and then they don't really return that much. There's like a 10% ratio. So.
Yeah. Okay, so.
But yeah, this podcast is just gonna be about us talking. So if you don't like talking, leave now. Now.
Okay, Garrett, stop being aggressive.
You could stay here.
Okay, so there's probably gonna be little to none editing on this. So.
I mean, there could. I'm gonna edit this a lot if I'm editor, but if Jerry's editor, he probably won't edit this.
I really don't
much.
feel like a lot of podcasts don't have a lot of things. They just have like some audio support, and that's really usually it.
And then all of the important parts are probably just gonna be shorts on our second channel if we do.
Yeah. Good morning, Tama. My cat woke up.
Okay.
See.
Morning. It's 4:33 at the time of recording this.
Yeah, I know. My cat's kind of nocturnal. Oh wait, I trapped her in my room. Hold on. You want out?
He's having a seizure.
There you go. What?
Be right over there.
All right, so I have an interesting idea of what we could talk about for this first episode, Garrett. How about like our introductions to VR and how we like felt when we first got on to VR?
Here, you go first, because I gotta actually, while you're talking about it, I'm gonna listen, but also think about mine, because if you didn't know, I started around when Gorilla Tag first started, like maybe a little bit before.
So, basically, whenever I started, the reason I randomly got a VR is because my sister got one like a week before me. On my old YouTube channel, I actually put the YouTube channel is still live, just for context. But I put a community post out saying, I am typing this on VR, and I just got VR. I hadn't gotten my VR yet. I was on my sister's at the point, because for the first week, she had to share hers with mine until mine got to our house. And it really all just started from there. After I got this, of course, my first game I installed was Gorilla Tag because of this guy. Should we discuss the origin of how we met, or is that for another podcast?
That could be this podcast.
Okay, it's episode 1, so you might as well know how us two met. So, basically, what happened is, we used to be Minecraft YouTubers. I still am. I've just been taking a break for Gorilla Tag content, and then Garrett's now Gorilla Tag. He does have a Minecraft channel, he just doesn't really upload. That's what I
I do
know.
have a Minecraft channel, but it's kind of abandoned at the moment. I don't know when I'll start uploading it. Also, I do have unlisted Minecraft videos on my channel, like 3 of them. So,
Yeah.
yeah, don't expect them to be returning though. And yes, it is on my VR channel. And
Aren't, aren't
I quit Minecraft because I didn't like doing Minecraft and I enjoyed VR more.
so wait, Garrett. Ah!
What was that?
That's my ringtone, bro. Okay, my phone was ringing. It was a spam caller. We're not gonna cut that out because it's funny, bro. What?
What was that?
That was my notification noise. Besides the point. So,
But we met on a Minecraft video I made on my old channel.
rest in peace, discarded Garrett 1.
Yes. Actually, my current channel is actually the sequel. Discarded Blocks, which is my Roblox channel, which only has one upload on it currently. Maybe 2 actually, I don't remember. Is the sequel to my sequel, and then Discarded MC, which is a Minecraft channel, is the sequel to the sequel. And then also
Why am I
Discarded
drifting?
Garrett 2 is like the sequel to the sequel to the sequel. So yeah. But also anyway, on the first channel I met a YouTuber named jery, and then he also brought his friends Dacia and Switch, I guess. And then I was really hyped to meet them. And then in the comment section of that video, this man over here, Jery, Jery commented on the video on his Minecraft channel, and which is my old channel is currently has no uploads on it. Everything was.
I'm still
But
drifting.
his comment said, "What's the IP of the Minecraft server that you're in?" So since it was a public server, I got to put it down below. And then we met the next day on that server by coincidence. And then we kind of just friended each other on Discord, and then we've been friends for over a year now. So.
Yada yada yada. That's how we
cool.
met. But here's the thing. He actually, before this, he had, like, this is your second channel, but you had another Gorilla Tech channel before this. I'm not going to disclose the name, but you did, I know. Where he uploaded a few, but not many Gorilla Tag videos before leaving it.
It was CapCut templates.
Yeah, it was only like 11 subscribers, and then you left it, if I remember correctly. But he played Gorilla Tag back in the day. He still played Gorilla Tag. And basically, well, like, you could tell he played Gorilla Tag back in the day, because I mean, look at the badge. He's wearing it right now. He has early access. That means he has to have played at least like 2 or 3 years ago. So
It was like around when Hat Room first came out that I started playing Gorilla Tag.
okay, yeah. So whenever we met, we talked a bit, and he was like, "Do you have VR?" And I was like, "No, I don't. Sadly." What did I just? Okay, flash forward to like a year in the future. I got my VR. Yippee! And basically, after I got that first game, I installed Gorilla Tag. And when I first loaded it, I was like, whoa, I'm in a dark room. I was in tutorial, of course. I just didn't know what it was at the time, besides from one short he uploaded on the old Gorilla Tag channel. And I was like, okay, this should be easy. It took me an hour and a half to get out of tutorial.
It took me about maybe 30 minutes.
It took me an hour and a half to get out of tutorial. And when I got to the edge, I jumped off. And it was like, oh, my stomach. Because at that point, I was just like, oh, I played some Gorilla Tag, but not much, bro. By the way, wait, I said that completely wrong. I had played Gorilla Tag when I was on my sister's headset. That's when I first started. I played like early in the morning. And I was like, ugh. All of this happened on her headset, right? So my old Oculus account, it's lost to time. It's my first time ever playing Gorilla Tag, and the account that has my first ever cosmetic is the Gorilla Tag account linked to my sister's Meta account. So that's not the account I'm on nowadays.
What's your first ever cosmetic?
it was either sweatbands or bow tie.
Dang.
Because as he
I
has
don't
said
have-
before,
I don't have the sweatband at all, and I've been playing for 4 years now. How long is Gorilla? Yeah, 4 years.
remember the fourth birthday? Remember this guy?
Yeah.
Oh, my camera. Oh God, it all just
I
broke
think
up.
actually.
Around that, yeah. Okay, I re-angled our camera because it just delocated from my chest. Besides the point.
I'm gonna resituate this camera over here because I don't like this. I am.
Okay, guys, he's back. It's the man, the myth, the legend, discarded.
Discarded Garrett. Yes.
So, when I first got Gorilla Tag, it took me a little bit to get to Stump, like every other real new player. And, blank for a sec. It took me a while to get in Stump, but once I did, I was getting a little bit better. But then, this goober, I don't know why I called you a goober, but, it took you like a day after I got my headset. Well, it took you a day after I first played on Oculus on my sister's headset. I don't know to get on to Gorilla Tag. So we finally got in Gorilla Tag and met up. And then of course we high-fived.
Which there was no effects back then. It was like almost. It was.
Yeah.
It's almost. Dude.
It's almost been a year, yeah.
Not
Uh,
entirely almost, but like maybe around the July mark.
Yeah, it was 9 months ago.
Yeah.
So nearly a year actually now is when I first playing.
In 3
So my
months will
first
be
ever
year.
update I was in, I remember, because everything was rainbow. The first ever update I played was the Pride update. I remember that.
June.
June, yeah. So that's when I first ever played. It took me like a month before I made like an old tag video, which on my over channel, I plan to make like a compilation of all videos I made about Gorilla Tag before Jerry, but that's besides the point. But really, so it was an interesting experience when I first played, really. It was just strange getting used to the virtual stuff and the motion sickness overall. Ah! Dude, I seriously just jumped in real life. Oh god. It took me a little while, but over time, I eventually got used to it. Started getting cosmetics, started making videos, and almost a year later now, we're here, sitting on a couch, an arcade that didn't even exist when I started playing, talking about when I started playing. Anyways, your turn.
That took you like how long? That took you almost. That took you half
Yeah,
of
like,
half an hour,
it
so a
took-
quarter of an hour to explain.
Yep, it did.
Yeppity doo dah day.
Okay, so it's your turn.
Okay, so I don't really remember it that clearly because it was a little while ago.
But all I remember is getting my headset from some sort of random money that my parents gave me. I don't know what it was from, but I got random money from my parents. I don't even know why. I don't even remember at this point. But I got money, and then I went on to go. I wanted to buy a pool or a trampoline, but my yard is too rough for a pool, and my parents don't like trampolines because they come with insurance that you need to have.
Instead of
Did
getting
trampolines come
either
with
of
insurance where you are? Wait, what?
those, yes,
Bro, I have a trampoline in my backyard and we don't have insurance for it.
like injury insurance to make sure that you don't. If you fall off, then if you get hurt, then you have insurance to cover the damages.
Bro, we don't have insurance like that. Like, we just have normal insurance, but we don't have anything for the tramp.
No, I'm not really sure about it that much, but I'm pretty sure that if you have a trampoline in the area that you have more money on your house bills.
Nope. Not how it works where I
Maybe.
live, but it may be different where you live.
I don't even know how it works because I'm not an adult yet, but that was a voice crack. But
Man.
Anyway,
Proves his point that he's not an
I
adult
didn't-
yet, bro.
I didn't get either of those. I got a Quest 2, and while my Quest 2 arrived, I was really excited, but then I learned that it was 0% charged. So I plugged it in while watching Rec Room videos.
and I was really excited to give it a try. I finally booted up my OG Oculus Quest 2 with crystal clear white paint and everything, and the OG Oculus logo showed up. It was a white
Rest in
oval,
peace.
And
I know.
it went,
Rest in peace.
and I heard the old starting up sound. I don't know if it's new or not now.
What
if
was
they
the old
changed it or
starting
not.
up sound?
I don't remember if they changed it or not. I'm not even sure if they changed it. But
What was
anyway,
the noise it made though?
I don't remember that much.
Was it like doo doo?
I don't remember what the old noise was. I think it's like dun dun dun. dun. And then I remember
Yeah,
both
that's
my
what it is
controllers
now.
vibrating at different times, so it's like. Bleh, bleh.
Yeah, that's what mine does every time.
Okay, but anyway, it started up and it was at like 30-something%, and I was like, dang it. Well, I'll do it anyway. I boot up Rec Room. I try it out a little bit and then immediately get motion sick. I close out a Rec Room, and then later that night I get a app called Mission ISS,
Where you're like zero gravity, a person inside of the ISS that can even like leave the ISS. And so that was pretty fun because I was in the space at the time. I think it was like 2020 or something. I don't remember if it was 2020 or 2021. Actually, I think it was the start of 2021-ish. But
Because that's when Gorilla Tag came out, right?
then, yeah, around then.
it was like a month before Gorilla Tag came out. Then Gorilla Tag came out, and then I saw it on, I don't remember where I saw it. I think I saw it on YouTube as like a J-Man Curly video. And so I downloaded it to give it a try.
Classic.
Wait, no, I remember now. It wasn't YouTube. My in real life friend, who I'm not gonna disclose the information of, we'll just call him Mike.
I haven't talked to him in, but he was at school and he also had a quest before me, and he was like, "Yo, dude, you gotta try out this game called Gorilla Tag." I tried out, and then of course Mike immediately never tries it out ever again after I start playing. So I'm glad I started when I did, because otherwise I would not be here right now. I mean, I probably would be, but still. And then Mike showed me, we played like once and then he never came back. But then
Man, he left.
I don't even remember if there was a tutorial or not back then, but I think there was.
Tutorial has always been Gorilla Tag.
Yeah, I didn't really remember that much because it was like I was sick too in the middle of it. So
Oh.
I don't remember that much. You know how you're sick and you don't even remember like barely anything?
Yeah.
That's what happened to me, really.
I was playing in my parents' room because it was the biggest room, like it was the most room I could get out of my house.
Oh, that's
So there was
wait.
like
That's kind of like what I did when I first started. When I first started, remember, I used to play in my living room before I cleaned out space in my
Oh,
room to
yeah.
play. Remember, like, this one part, I stepped on my grandma's foot, remember? While we were playing in Metropolis.
oh yeah.
And yeah, that's really all that's happened. Okay, Tama, why do you want back in? Oh, wait, her litter box is in. Okay, hold on.
Where I left off though. So I try out
Okay.
Gorilla Tag. There's Hat Room. It's cool. There was only one hit sound, and it was like this one
Wood,
right here.
right?
This one right here.
Nope, that is it.
Yeah, that one.
Oh, yeah, it's like wood.
There was no wood. This is just like, I don't know what this is. They made this in some software, I'm pretty sure. But anyway,
Yeah.
all of the textures weren't pixelated, they were blurry.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
kind of weird.
I remember that. They used to be like blurry and high quality.
Yeah. Anyway, that was like how we got introduced to Gorilla Tag and all that, and how we met up.
Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed this podcast episode. Bye bye.